What's happening, YouTube? Jugger here. Check it out, people. Welcome back to another video. I know it's been 3 days since my last upload. It's kind of different. I know you guys are not used to that because I normally upload every single day. But for the last 3 days, my life has been going in a different direction. So now I got actually enough time to upload right now. So hey, why not bless you guys with a video? Because one of my subscribers came to me. He was like, hey Jug, can you do me a favor? I'm like, what up? He was like, can you please explain to me the Nazi zombie storyline, because I do not understand it. The Call of Duty Nazi zombie storyline. Now you guys already know my channel was based and founded on zombies. I know everything about zombies. I showed you guys everything that I know, breaking down every single zombie map from actually World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. I even did some type of PC zombie gaming for you guys. Every single achievement, tutorials, Easter eggs, name it, it's out there. Exactly how every single perk works, you know what I mean? Like, you guys know everything about zombies, except you guys are probably wondering like, what the heck is going on with the storyline? Now what I'm about to explain to you guys about the zombie storyline is paraphrased. So everything I'm about to tell you guys is paraphrased in my version from all the research and everything that I've gathered throughout the years of actually playing every single zombie map, because every single zombie map actually tells you a different part of the storyline. But today I will break down every single zombie map and bring it to you guys my version. So the first thing you guys need to know is this video will not be short, okay? It will not be short, but it will hit all of the hard points. So you might want to get something to drink. I recommend Smart Water because I do love to drink water. But anyways, that's besides the point, guys. What is wrong with me? Anyways, I'm going off topic. So what you guys really want to hear is the Nazi zombies, Call of Duty Nazi zombies storyline. So let's go. The first thing you need to know is, boom, a meteor hit the ground. This meteor was called Element 115. A meteor from outer space flew into the earth and boom, an explosion happened. Now when Group 935, sorry about that, when Group 935 found this meteor, right, they decided to call it Element 115. Now that's the first thing you guys need to know about the storyline, is this element. Now you guys already heard Elena Segman song, Element 115 from Kino Der Toten. Now that song is actually based on this rock. Now this rock, remember guys, is called Element 115. Now in the military, there was this doctor, right? His name was Dr. Richtofen. Now Dr. Richtofen was also a military general. So his rank was general, but his MMO was a doctor. So he was a doctor, and he was like, hey, I want to be able to transport humans, teleport them from countries to countries around the world. So he was like, he don't have no way of doing this. So he was like, okay, I need to gather a team and make this happen. So he met this other doctor by the name of Maxis. Now Dr. Maxis is not any part affiliated with the military, okay? So Dr. Richtofen, General Richtofen, whatever you want to call him, hired Dr. Maxis to build a teleporter for him so he could transport soldiers from one country to another country. That's the way that the direction that he was thinking of in the future. Alright, so now the teleporter is being built by Dr. Maxis, and Richtofen is overseeing the operation. And they're like, okay, Richtofen told Maxis, hey, are you ready to test it? And Maxis was like, okay, I'm almost there, but I need to be able to power it up. For some reason, our electricity is not working. We need some type of formula or something to make it happen. Okay, so Richtofen was like, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it, I got it from here. So Richtofen reached out to this group 935, who actually found this rock. Remember this rock that fell out of space, this meteor? That's why when you play Kino Der Toten, the map, you have to go around the map to pick up the meteors, you know, to hold X. Remember, that's the Easter egg to activate the song Element 115 by Elena Segman. Now this rock is actually called Element 115. So Richtofen got this rock from Group 935. And, well, I'm not going to explain Peter's case, but Richtofen got this rock from Group 935 and he gave it to Maxis. He's like, yo, Maxis, here's this rock. It has elements and compounds that will potentially teleport, well, not teleport, but power up this teleporter. And Maxis was like, okay, I'll try it. So Maxis hooked up the teleporter to the Element 115, and Richtofen was like, is it ready? Maxis, is it ready? Maxis told Richtofen, yes, I believe it's ready for your testing. Now that's very important, for your testing. So Richtofen said, okay, let's go, let's push forward. So he threw a soldier into the teleporter to transport him to another country. Remember, the teleporter is being powered by Element 115. So what happened is when they flipped that switch to teleport the soldier to another country, when this soldier teleported, he actually returned. He never actually teleported to the other country. When he actually teleported, he went into the secret dimension and came back to them. And Richtofen was like, whoa, what's going on? And Max was like, oh my god, we need to shut it down. And out came a soldier zombies. Now that's where Nazi zombies comes from, because back then, around that time, that's where the Germans was building the teleporter. So Nazi zombies, of course, so the zombie soldiers, Nazi zombies, came out the teleporter, and Richtofen was like, whoa, kill the zombie, blah, 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 blah. So the zombie died, which was their previous soldier. So that was his teammate. Well, not his teammate, but that was his, subordinate that he killed, but he was in the form of a zombie because he went through the teleporter, but instead of going to the other country, he came back through a zombie. So that power of the element 115, Richtofen noticed it because it turned humans into zombies while teleporting them. So the power of element 115 actually got broken down throughout the maps. They used it for different things. The wonder weapons, the power of the wonder weapons, to be able to use that element to destroy the zombies, something that creates them to destroy them, actually makes sense. So Richtofen was like, yo, Maxis, actually Maxis was like to Richtofen, what are we gonna do? Because he's the general. Richtofen was like, yo, we just need to keep making zombies. Maxis was like, what are you talking about? This is dangerous. We're not gonna do that. And Maxis was like, yo, we need to shut this down. Richtofen was like, no, we're not gonna do that. You're gonna listen to what I gotta tell you, because I'm the general, you're the doctor, and you're gonna follow my orders. And Maxis was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna let you try to take over the world by turning humans into zombies and controlling them, because Maxis' new Richtofen plan, that was Richtofen's grand scheme. You know what's too funny? Because Richtofen's grand scheme is actually an achievement in zombies. How funny is that? But anyways, so this is getting interesting, right? So Richtofen's grand scheme was to take the humans and teleport them into zombies and control the zombies to take over the world so he can be conqueror of the world. Now Max has seen this and he was like, yo, I'm gonna report you to the proper authorities. And Richtofen was like, what? You're gonna do what? You're gonna tell on me? What? So what Richtofen did, he picked up Maxis, like, come here, and he threw him in the teleporter. How crazy is that? Richtofen threw Maxis in his own teleporter and teleported him. That's right. So now, the difference between a soldier and Maxis, for some reason Maxis' character had like an amazing part of the storyline. Of course it did. But Maxis never came back out of the teleporter once he transported. So where the hell did Maxis go? He didn't go to another country. He never came back out as a zombie. What happens, what is to be said is that Maxis is stuck in this dimension. But is it Maxis dead or is he alive? No one actually knows until this point in time where we are now. Like, is Maxis dead or alive? But we know that he's stuck in a dimension. Now, you know doctors, they normally have families, right? So Richtofen was like, oh my god, this is crazy. I just threw Maxis in the teleporter. Where the hell did he go? Whatever, I don't care about Maxis. I'm going to continue building my army to take over the world. So when this happened, Samantha, you're like, Samantha? Who the hell is Samantha? I know I just brought her in the storyline, but Samantha was looking at all of this going on. Samantha's a little girl that witnessed everything that Richtofen did to Maxis and threw him in the teleporter. Okay? Now Samantha had a little puppy, and the little puppy name was Fluffy. Okay, that's very important for you guys to remember. Samantha had a little puppy, and the puppy name was Fluffy. Alright, so when Samantha witnessed all this, Richtofen picking up Maxis and throwing him in the teleporter. You know, when Richtofen turned around, he seen Samantha, that little girl, with her little teddy bear in her hand, and the puppy, Fluffy, right? She was like, Richtofen, what did you do to my daddy? What? Daddy? So Maxis had a daughter named Samantha, and that was his daughter right there. So Richtofen was like, hey, I just killed your father in this teleporter. I might as well just finish the job. So he picked up Samantha and her teddy bear and Fluffy and threw all of them in the teleporter and hit the teleporter, and they all just disappeared. Now the same thing that happened to Max, this happened to Samantha, the teddy bear, and Fluffy. Where did they go? They never came back out as zombie, and they never got teleported completely. They just went into this crazy dimension. So Richtofen is like, what the hell? Okay, whatever. I'm still in control, and I'm gonna build my army of zombies and take over the world. Now I want you guys to understand something. Now when you guys hear the little girl laugh when you hit the mystery box in any single map, you hear the girl go and then the box just disappear. That's because that's Samantha. That's her voice. Remember, because she's trapped in a dimension through the teleporter. You guys like, where the heck is Maxis at then? Well, you guys know when you pick up those power-ups like double points and insta-kill, the person that goes insta-kill, double points, that's actually Maxis's voice. Now, you're like, so is Maxis helping us to help Richtofen like make zombies? No. What happens is that when the box moves, that's Samantha not trying to give us weapons from the box, because she's not trying to help Richtofen out and the team like Nikolai, Dempsey, and Tank and all of them. Which was Richtofen, that was Richtofen's main team players to take over the world with zombies, right? And what happens, they ended up fighting zombies because they teleported too many humans and they came back a lot of zombies, so that's why they had to fight them to try to regain control. And we actually learned this years later down the road when Origins came out. Like, we didn't know that Origins had so much to do with the zombie storyline, but it actually has everything to do with the zombie storyline. I know we get there, but just remember, so Richtofen's team was Nikolai, Tank, Dempsey, because they need to control the situation, which never really happened. Okay, so Samantha's like, so every time you move the box, the girl laughs. Samantha, that's her moving the box, so you can't get no good weapons, right? And that's why you see the teddy bear, because the teddy bear floats into the other dimension, and that's where the teddy bear comes from, because she got teleported with her teddy bear. And you're like, okay, Jug, if she got teleported with her teddy bear and that's her laughing and the box moves and we see the teddy bear, what happens to Fluffy? Well, Fluffy, if you play Kino Der Toten, Fluffy is actually that dog, that flaming dog. Every 5 rounds you get the dogs, and the person that says fetch me their souls, that's actually Dr. Maxis telling Fluffy to fetch the souls of Richtofen and his team to kill them. That's why they're always coming after us, man, every 5 rounds. But you're like, okay, so Jug, so why is there so many freaking dogs? That's because when Fluffy got teleported with Samantha, Fluffy was pregnant. That's right, Fluffy was pregnant. So that's why there's so many dogs that's always spawning. Now you're like, Jug, why does some dogs come down in lightning and some dogs just spawn in fire? That's because the ones that are said to be spawning lightning are always trapped within time and can never escape, and the one that spawns with fire are the hellhounds that actually came from hell. So that's the difference between the lightning and fire. So every little single little thing that Treyarch put into their game, from the graphics to the lightning to the fire, has something to do with the storyline, and I'm here to explain everything to you guys. So hope you guys are actually keeping up at this point in time. Okay, so what we just covered was chapter 1, basically. Richtofen versus Maxis and his family, Samantha, Fluffy, and a teddy bear. Now you guys know this, plus you guys know what element 115 is. The next thing you need to know is that Richtofen didn't stop there, okay? He wanted to still teleport humans from country to country and to teleport zombies as well. So how the heck is he gonna do this when he has no type of support, no type of team to do this? So he reached out to another doctor called Dr. Gersh. Now you guys already know Dr. Gersh. You guys learned about him on the map of Ascension. Now Dr. Gersh built something for Richtofen called the Gersh device. Okay. Now the Gersh device was, remember, when you open up when you throw the Gersh device on the map of Ascension, opens up a portal and all the zombies get sucked into it and they all die, right? So Richtofen was like, whoa, this is not cool. Why is they sucking in humans? We need to why is it killing zombies? We need to make zombies, not kill them. So Richtofen told Dr. Gersh, this device that you built, the Gersh device, needs to be tested properly. So Gersh was like, okay, I'm gonna try it out on some monkeys. You know, we're not dealing with humans anymore. Let's try something different. Let's try it on monkeys. So when Gersh teleported these monkeys, they come back to us crazy and like super duper junkied up zombie monkeys. Now that's why when you play Ascension, the monkeys fall, you know, come through the teleporter. But you're like, why does the monkeys fall from space? That's because when Gersh was testing the device for Richtofen, when he was testing the device, he put the monkeys in the teleporter, the Gersh device, and when the Gersh device teleported them, they ended up on the moon. That's right. And that's why I can understand like why moon didn't have monkeys, because the monkeys actually went to the moon, and when they spawn on Ascension, the map of Ascension, every 5, 6, 9 rounds, they spawn down from, you know, the spaceship, and they're in that spaceship because they're coming back to attack us. And when we throw the Gersh device, they actually teleport back to the moon, but they don't come back in a different they don't come back in the spaceships anymore. They come back with this red light that actually spawns them in a different part of the map. So they actually never die. They just keep respawning, and that's why you gotta use your bullets to kill them. So that explains Dr. Gersh and Richtofin's story. But to make story short, Richtofin actually killed Dr. Gersh. He threw him in the own Gersh device and teleported him. And where the hell did he go? He's trapped in time. And that's why when you pick up these little radios throughout the map, you will hear every single side of the story. And especially on Ascension, you guys will see, you guys will listen that Gersh was telling his side of the story of what Maxis told the team, Nikolai, Tank, and Dempsey, was a different variation, was a lie. And that's why when you do the Easter egg for Ascension, Samantha screams and your screen of your TV goes black and white, and Samantha screams horrifically when you do the Easter egg, and we get 90 seconds death machines for every single one. And that's because Samantha is screaming, telling the guys that, look, what Richtofen is telling you guys are wrong, and Gersh is actually stuck with me, and we are going to try to take out you guys and the team because you guys are working for Richtofen. Alright, so that concludes that part of the story. So now you guys learned about Samantha, Fluffy, Dr. Richtofen, Dr. Maxis, Dr. Gersh, Tank, Nikolai, Dempsey, Group 935, and you guys learned about Element 115. Okay, so now we're moving along. Do not know how much battery my phone has because I'm recording this on my iPhone 5S. Can't wait to get the iPhone 6 Plus plus the Apple Watch. Oh, I will unbox those for you guys. You guys already know. Alright, so moving on. I'm going to go straight to Moon. Okay, so the Moon map has a lot to do with the storyline, okay? And from the Moon map, it just goes insane, and I'm talking about the storyline just takes a whole twist of events. Now this Moon map was one of my favorite zombie maps because it just has so much to do with the storyline. So okay, so Richtofen made it to the moon finally by using the Gersh device. So he never got teleported into another dimension. Him and the team actually made it to the moon. So Richtofen was like, man, there's so many zombies on Earth, I'm gonna blow up the Earth, and that's what the Easter egg is about. But it happened that way, of course, but it took a bit of a twist, actually a big twist. So Samantha Richtofen actually got in contact with Samantha through like some sorcery shit from Shangri-La, right? If you did a Shangri-La Easter egg, you guys will see that Richtofen actually went back in time and spoke to Samantha, and that's why he could actually speak to her. So he had communications with her through the mysterious jungle ways of Shangri-La. So when he got to the moon, he made a bet with Samantha.
What happens when you mix a perk and a zombie together? You get EVILxJUGHERNOG, the zombie killer. Subscribe and like to be a part of the feed.